Hey guys, what's up? This is White Boy for the win, and welcome back to Why Mega Evolve. Now, earlier this week we talked about Mega Crawdon, and today we're going to be talking about Mega Dodrio. But before we get started, let me just give you guys a brief explanation of what this series is about. Now, every week we'll be picking two Pokemon that either need a Mega Evolution, deserve a Mega Evolution, or want a Mega Evolution for. Now, this is based off my opinion and my opinion alone, and no one else's. Now, if you guys do not like my opinion, then please post your opinions in the comment section down below about what would you keep, what would you change, and etc. And at the end of every video, we'll be telling you guys which Pokemon we're going to be talking about the following day. So with that said, here is Mega Dodrio. Now, Dodrio for me is such a underrated Pokemon, just because like it has so much great potential, but at the same time, the one thing that's kind of hindering it is, I wouldn't say it's speed, but morely so its defenses. So what I would like to see Dodrio like receive is obviously a Mega Evolution, just so then this thing can be a lot more powerful and a lot more viable in competitive play. So as you can tell from what I've done to its stats, I only increased 3 stats, and I know I just said about its defenses being like piss poor and all that, but I feel like if this thing gets a Mega Evolution, it's going to be kind of like Mega Absol in a sense. I know I keep bringing Mega Absol up so many times in a lot of these videos just because it's that one Mega Evolution where it's so powerful, but it's also so frail. So it's pretty much kind of like a double-edged sword, and I feel like that's what Dodrio is going to be at the end of the day if it receives a Mega Evolution. So like I said, I only increased 3 stats just because I feel like these are the only 3 that needed to get increased. So for its physical attack, I increased it from base 110 to base 165. Now, obviously, Dodrio is a physical attacker. I've seen Shady Penguin use Dodrio before in a lot of his Wi-Fi battles using Choice Band or sometimes Choice Scarf. But personally for me, I probably use like either Choice Band or Focus Sash. But that's besides the point. Now, like I said, Dodrio is a physical attacker, and it gets access to so many great, amazing physical attack moves like Pluck, Quick Attack, Pursuit, Drill Peck, Brave Bird. It also gets access to Thrash. If I'm not mistaken as well, this thing also gets access to Double Edge. I don't see it at all. Yes, it is a transfer move. It gets access to Sky Attack, Knockoff, Feint Attack, Assurance. I mean, I could keep going and going, but when you look at most of its physical, if you look at Dodrio's move pool, most of its attacks are physical attacks, or like the occasional like special, and also like moves like Taunt and Protect and all that. But besides that, it mostly is a physical attack, or should I say, it is a physical attacker, and it does get access to a very, very good move pool that you can actually run, and that can actually be very, very viable in competitive play. So I want to increase to the base 165. That way Dodrio can actually hit so hard. I don't think this thing gets access to like Hone Claws or anything. Does this thing get access to Swords Dance? That's the question. No, it does not. I mean, I don't think it gets access to any moves that can increase its attack stat. If it does, I'm probably not looking at it. Oh, it does get access to Work Up, but that is also a transfer move from 5th gen. I remember that being a TM, but other than that, that's the only like moves I can see that can actually increase its physical attack. But nonetheless, with 165 in physical attack, this thing is just going to be hitting really hard. And if you ever use a Dodrio in competitive play, I mean, I used it somewhat. Like, I grabbed like a random Dodrio out of my my box and put it in my battle box, went on like battle spot randoms, and it actually did decently well, even though they were just random battles. But I know how hard this thing hits, so I feel like with base 165 in physical attack, this thing is just going to be a monstrous bird Pokemon. Now, for its special defense, I increased it from base 60 to base 75. Even though I only increased that just a little bit, I kind of wanted to be balanced, like to the exact same, like, I wouldn't say exact, but I want it to be roughly its special defense be roughly around like its physical defense, like base 70. So I only increased it just a little bit to base 75, just because I feel like base 75 would be good for its special defense, and also I want it to be just a smidge a little bit higher than its physical defense, just because it is a bird Pokemon. This thing is going to be probably taken down by like rock type moves, or let me rephrase that, some like electric type moves that can actually hurt this, like Thunderbolt, and also ice type moves like Ice Beam. So like I said, I feel like this thing is going to get hit morely so on the special side rather than on the physical side. And if this thing does get hit on like the physical side, it's probably going to get hit mostly like by like rock type moves. But like I said, I wanted to have its defenses be roughly around the same, around base 70. So that's what I've done to its special attack, just increase it just a little bit more higher than its physical defense. But other than that, I want it to be roughly around the same, so that's what I've done to its special defense. Now, like I said, I left its physical defense alone just because I want it, like, it's gonna be like Mega Absol, a double-edged sword, being very, very fast, being very, very offensive, but then it has shitty ass defenses and will die in literally almost one hit. So like I said, I decided to leave it alone and make it kind of like Mega Absol, being very, very fast and offensive. So that's what I decided to do. And obviously I left the special attack alone just because there's no reason for me to increase it nor decrease it. And last but not least, I increased its speed from base 100 to base 130. Now, if you used to watch the old Pokemon anime, I remember seeing an episode where they were doing like these Pokemon races, and I believe I have it on DVD as well. And it was the little mini Pokemon arc where Ash was riding Rapidash or Ponyta and then evolved into Rapidash, and one of the guys in the race had a Dodrio. And I remember, if I'm not mistaken, the Pokédex description said something about how this thing can run like faster than like Mach 1 or something like that. I can't remember the exact, like, I would say line that the guy said, or that the Pokédex said in the anime, but I remember something like along the lines of that. So I wanted to increase it to base 130. I want to make Mega Dodrio really, really, really fast because its physical attack stat is fucking sky high and its defenses are really piss poor. So the one thing I want to do for Dodrio is I wanted to make this thing really, really fast and make this thing really, really offensive. So it's going to be kind of like I said, like Mega Absol. It's going to do as much damage as possible and then die. Sadly enough, that's how Mega Dodrio, I feel like it's going to be if it does receive a Mega Evolution, sadly enough. But some Pokemon are going to end up like that, and Dodrio is just sadly enough in that bunch of Pokemon that might actually happen if it does receive a Mega Evolution. Now, as a regular Dodrio, its base stats at 460, and with the Mega Evolutions at 560. Now, for its ability, I decided to get this thing the Technician ability. Now, a lot of people probably wouldn't really necessarily agree, because I could probably see some people saying, oh, you should have given it an ability that can change normal type moves into dark type moves, because a lot of its normal type moves that it gets are very, very viable, like obviously like Quick Attack, Double Edge, Return, and all of that. So I could have done that, but I decided to get this thing Technician because it does get access to moves that can actually benefit from the Technician ability, like Quick Attack, Pursue, and also Pluck. Those are three moves that I can honestly see like Dodrio actually running on its physical, not physical set, its competitive sets. So I feel like Technician would be a really, really good ability for this Pokemon, and also does get access to a couple other moves that could benefit from the Technician ability. Looking at it right now, I think Feint Attack will also be good as well. I can't really see it because the base stat is a little bit blurry, but I'm pretty sure it's base 60 or base 80. I can't really see. But other than that, like, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, just more moves that can benefit from the Technician ability, but also those are moves that can actually, this thing can actually run in competitive play, so it's not like it's going to be all in vain. And for its typing, I decided to get rid of its normal type characteristics and replaced it with the dark type characteristics, just because like I've always seen this thing being like part dark as well, and also it does get access to moves that can actually, like I said, be very, very viable in competitive play, like Pursuit, Feint Attack, and one of the best dark type moves, or just say one of the best moves in the game in general, which is Knockoff. So it does get access to Knockoff, so giving this thing the dark type characteristics I feel like will be a lot better than having it just normal. So like I said, I feel like dark type is better for it than being normal. But with all that, there is Mega Dodrio. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also don't forget to comment and subscribe. Now, I know this video is a little bit shorter, and I actually had some people say I like the shorter video just because it's a lot more convenient for them, because in that way they don't have to sit here for like 20 minutes just me talking about the Pokemon. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little shorter video. But once again, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and also don't forget to comment and subscribe. Now, the next Pokemon we are going to be talking about is that we're going to be jumping to 5th gen, because I'm surprised I haven't talked about this Pokemon yet, and there is probably a reason why, and that Pokemon is Darmanitan. So next week on Monday we are going to be talking about Mega Darmanitan. So like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and also don't forget to comment and subscribe. So this is White Boy for the win, and I'll catch you guys later.